Ndebe anyị bịakwanụ ka unu nụrụ ife gọvanọ na-achị Anambra steeti bụ Charlie Nwagbafọ kwuru kpatalụ na o soho wee je free Nnamdi Kanu na unu ya bịa ka unu gere ife ọ kọwalụ kpatalụ na o sohokwanụ wee je nyabụ ife unu ya egekwa ife o kwuru maka Monday sit at home maka ndị na-aba apụta mbọsị Monday fa anọlụ n'ụlọ si na-asị si nọba n'ụlọ unu ya abịa ka unu nụrụ ife okwukwana maka nya bụ Monday sit at home unu ya abịakwa ka unu gelu ndị ọsị na ọbụkwa na aka ọlụfa isokwanụ wee je free Nnamdi Kanu na ndị ọba aka ọlụfa isokwanụ wee je nya bụ ngagharị nke udo na Abuja ife okwu gasịrị ebe a dịkwa n'ọtụtụ unu ya abịa ka unu ga-enya bụ ife ka ọ ghara ịdụ ka ọnụọnụ m ka o si wee pụta biko inenecha ife onyonyo a nyere m aka ka ị gbasaa ya ka ndị ọzọ fụ ya udo shianụ ndị nke
I get onto Monday sit at home thing, which is very unfortunate. We've made it very clear. People, if you are protesting or agitating for anything, you are holding yourself down by now killing your own people under the pretext of Monday sit at home. And I think even Nnamdi Kanu himself and his IPOB, at least on record in terms of press releases that were sent out by IPOB that they did not support the Monday sit at home. It was some criminal elements doing that. And we take them for their word that that's true, that they don't. And Monday sit at home thing is likely, you know, over here. With anybody sitting at home now is doing so out of his own preference, not because of insecurity, as it were, because everywhere is secure on Mondays and as the case may be. As for those who are agitating or going to have demonstration or whatever, they have a right to do so. I mean, in a democracy, where everybody has freedom of expression, and you express have your freedom of expression in the way that you do so. I discussed the issue of release of Nnamdi Kanu, you know, several months upon assumption of office, and even on the day that the Ohanes and the Igbo had their Igbo there, I said, I mean, we needed to have a conversation because, for me, I believe very strongly that, of course, the agitation thing and the position on you know, a separatist view of Igbo land. For me, as a full-blooded Igbo man, I don't believe that. But I want us to have a conversation. I've told, I said, why I need Nnamdi Kanu to come and sit with all of us, everybody else, because nobody has greater right than the other. We're all Igbos, and we're all entitled to our views. And those of them who want us out of Nigeria, we all sit in a room and debate it. Are we served better being out of Nigeria or within Nigeria? I am of the view that the Igbo man needs Nigeria, Nigeria needs the Igbo man. I'm of the view that the Igbo man needs Africa, Africa needs the Igbo man. I'm of the view that the Igbo man needs the world. We're in everybody's village, and an itinerant people cannot afford to be an intolerant people. That's my view. So, for those who are going on failed protests, I am governor of a state. Mine is to govern. Social activists do their own job. I do my own job. I've had my say, and in the way that I do so. And there is a process that obviously has to get through. And that is what I can say to you. You know, I speak very frankly. I have my opinion on this. Like I said, when Nnamdi Kanu comes out, those who believe, ultimately, he will come out. And when he comes out, we are going to sit down around table and interrogate our alternative visions for Igbo land. My vision is that we should build a livable and prosperous homeland, so that as itinerant people, wherever you go and you don't find comfort, whatever else you go, you have a livable and prosperous homeland to return to. But do we need Nigeria? We need Nigeria, absolutely, and Nigeria needs us. That is my very deep belief, and I canvass it with no apologies, and I hold that. And I'm prepared to debate this with anyone, that the future prosperity of the Igbos, God didn't make a mistake in putting us together as one nation, and we must exploit all the opportunities available to that in a fairer Nigeria, equitable Nigeria. The Igbo man has a great future. When you have 2, 3, 4 months and you don't have any incident, where you're getting 38% and so on, and you have a state where before we came into office, nobody could even wear anything that suggests you are a politician and so on. Dr. Akonyele was killed simply because he had a policeman in his car, where most of the police stations were burnt down, even soldiers were, by these criminal elements. 8 local governments, you couldn't travel, you couldn't get there. And now everybody can sleep with their 2 eyes closed. Come down to Anambra. Come down to Anambra, where now everybody is moving around, even the most dreaded local government, which is here, where we couldn't even have election there. Today, INEC done their re-registration smoothly in all the 326 wards in Anambra. Everybody moves around everywhere. And like I said to you, we just celebrated the absolute return of peace and, the liberation of Ihiala the other day. So, do you have insecurity to zero? Of course, there is no society in the world with zero insecurity. But if you compute it from where we came, where we were, and where we are, the difference is like day and night. Even your crew, Channel's crew, that are here for this interview, they know that they stay here up to 12 midnight and 1 a.m. and they move around the states. You call them and ask. Before I assumed office as governor, that was not possible. And so, all over the state, in fact, that is the major thing the people are rejoicing about. You come to our rallies, that's the first testimonial that they give, that they're now able to sleep with their 2 eyes.